Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? If your romantic mate says it's him or it's her, you better listen very closely to what I have to share with you today, because you may be in a relationship with a narcissistic personality. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Deborah Kashaba from Psychology in Everyday Life, and today we're talking about narcissism. Specifically, the sacrifices that you're going to have to make if you insist on dating a narcissistic personality. Okay, let's get right to them. Sacrifice number one. You better make your mantra, it's all about him or her. If you want a good relationship to your narcissistic lover, remember something. The narcissistic lover has a fundamental inability to step into your world and consider your needs, your thoughts, and your feelings. So if you don't make the relationship all about your lover, you're going to have some conflicts ahead of you. Sacrifice number two. Don't ever appear sick or needy if you want to get along with your narcissistic lover. Truly. You know I'm giving you some tongue-in-cheek humor at this point, but really, in a relationship with a narcissistic personality, if you get sick or you appear needy somehow, you're going to appear less than. That's a reflection back on them. And remember something, the narcissistic personality wants to feel invulnerable, perfect, and great. So if you're less than, that's not a good thing for making them feel that way. This makes something an episode from Two and a Half Men come to my mind that was really funny. Charlie Sheen, was dating Chelsea. So Chelsea was over, and she happens to be very sick. And she's, sneezing all over, and she's got a red nose, and she's broken out, and she has severe intestinal issues, and she's just very unattractive to Charlie at that moment. And the humor in the whole skit is that Charlie's narcissism is having a very hard time accepting Chelsea as his girlfriend, appearing as needy and sick as she does in this episode. But it's a great example of what I'm telling you today. Okay, so if you want to keep that relationship with the narcissist, you're not ever going to have to, you're not ever going to be able to be sick or needy or get their help when you're feeling that way. Okay, sacrifice number three. Never start a conversation with, let's sit down. I want to talk about the relationship. That makes really an interview come to mind with Donald Trump. I don't remember who the interviewer was, but she asked Donald Trump, well, what happened in your marriage to Marla Maple? And she said, what went wrong with that marriage? And he said, well, I got to tell you, when I come home from, a day's work, the last thing I want to do is sit and talk about the relationship. So I thought to myself, well, bravo, Donald. You know yourself well, but Marla Maple didn't understand you too well. Okay? She didn't realize that the worst thing that could ever happen to the relationship was for her to start trying to move it into an authentic, intimate relationship. That was the demise of her marriage to Donald Trump. Okay, so that was sacrifice number three. Let's go to sacrifice number four. Don't be selfish. Downplay your looks, your smarts, and your appeal if you want to keep that narcissistic lover interested in you and feeling secure. Now, narcissistic lovers, they certainly want you to, they want you to reflect well on them, but they don't want you to be more than them. So if you're going to get along with your narcissistic lover, you better plan on having a lifetime of underplaying your intelligence and your looks and your appeal so they can be in the spotlight and they can feel secure. Okay, let's look at the next sacrifice. Sacrifice number 5. Be charming at all times. Charm, never harm should be your motto. When you're involved with a narcissistic personality, you have to engage in perfect behaviors too, to confirm that they are as perfect as they want to be. So if you suddenly want to dress in your, jogging pants every day, or you don't want to put makeup on one day, or you're not eating so gracefully sometimes, this is really going to be an assault to your narcissistic lover. They want you to be charming at all times, because your charm is going to be a reflection back on them of their greatness. So if you insist on dating that narcissistic lover, you're going to have to be quite charming for a lifetime, and we all know that's going to be hard to do. Okay. The next sacrifice is know what they expect of you. Give it to them. It's a really easy formula if you didn't have a lifetime of having to do this. You know, when I get somebody coming to therapy who's been involved with a narcissistic personality for some time, I can tell you, when they come to me, they are so exhausted and worn out from giving so much in that relationship and getting so little back. So these are the sacrifices that you're going to have to make if you insist on continuing your relationship with your narcissistic lover. I hope you learned something from me today, and I enjoyed being with you, and I look forward to my next episode with you, so stay tuned. And in the meantime, if you want to find out more about narcissism or any other mental health topic, go to my blog at www.psychologyineverydaylife.net. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.